his speech impediment should gradually get better.
That's true. If he stays persistent, he's gonna preserve. His name is Jack Dorsey, the man who would later become the founder of Twitter. Today, let's follow him on his journey to success.
I'm Jack Dorsey. In 1976, I was born in Missouri. My dad operates a restaurant and my mom runs a coffee shop.
As a child, Jack suffered from a speech disorder.
His speech impediment will gradually get better.
That's true. If he stays persistent, he's gonna preserve. His speech impediment became his driving force.
Why am I the only kid who can't speak properly? I've gotta be to type quickly on the computer instead.
He used a Macintosh for the first time when he was 8 years old. By age 10, he was already an IBM expert. As a 14-year-old, he was developing a taxi dispatching software.
It'd be much more useful if you can see where all the taxis are in the real time. Why don't I try creating one?
What kind of software is this? We'd love to use it. The software that he developed at this time is still used by taxi companies today. In 1994, 18-year-old Jack enrolls at Missouri University of Science and Technology in his home state.
I'm gonna dye my hair blue and pierce my nose. I'm gonna head downtown to watch a concert today.
During this time, he was just a regular teenager who was into punk rock. After attending Missouri University of S&T for 2 years, he transfers to New York University. While attending school, he comes up with an idea that became the basis of Twitter.
Wouldn't it be amazing if we could share and update messages with our friends?
You think so?
It's kinda hard to imagine. I bet it'd be an interesting platform. I guess I'll keep this idea on the back burner.
Jack was a person of extraordinary insight.
Check out this job posting by Apple. Let's see. Oh, I get it. It means they are gonna come out with an exciting product.
His friend from college says Jack's great talent is his ability to gain insight into society. Later, he spends his days jumping from one temp job to another.
Today, it's setting up a concert stage. Today, it's inspecting robots at the food factory. Better work hard.
Jack would later reflect that he was a jack of all trades during this period. In 2000, when he's about 24, he uses his experience to launch a company that dispatches taxis and emergency services.
Using our service is gonna allow you to dispatch your vehicle efficiently. Being able to understand what's going on in real time is fascinating. Wait, this could work.
Through this venture, he realized the potential of a service that would allow people to share their current status. Meanwhile, he was also working for a podcasting company called Audio. The announcement of Apple's iTunes poses a serious threat to Audio's survival. We don't stand a chance if we stayed in this field. What am I supposed to do?
Ivan, could I pitch one of my ideas?
He presented an early concept of Twitter that had been on the back of his mind. Well, it might be worth giving it a shot. In 2006, when he's around 30, he co-founds Obvious Corporation, currently known as Twitter Incorporated, with Ivan.
It's an innovative service where people exchange information in real time.
From here on out, it's gonna be the era of Twitter. There were acquisition attempts by Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, a company that was rapidly growing around that time, and Twitter was receiving a lot of attention in the IT industry. However, in 2008, Jack, who was free-spirited, gets ousted as CEO.
Damn it! This company exists because of my idea. This isn't cool. I'm gonna create my even better service.
Amazingly, he starts writing a program only a day after being fired. Eventually, in 2010, when he was about 34 years old, he launches Square, a mobile credit card reader.
This venture is gonna be the next big thing for sure. I'm gonna stick it to the people who ousted me.
Square's service was revolutionary and it experienced explosive growth as soon as it was released. Meanwhile, Twitter's business had been unstable for about 5 years since his existence as CEO. Should Twitter carry on like this? Shouldn't somebody else take the helm as the new CEO? Sentiments like these were gaining traction with Twitter. And so in 2015, he returns to Twitter as CEO. He was 39. Currently, he is receiving a lot of attention as the next Steve Jobs, being forced out of a company that he himself had launched after being fired as CEO, starting a new company and finding success, then returning to his former company as CEO.
I don't need a huge paycheck. $1.40 is enough.
Not collecting a salary is another similarity. Will he follow in the footsteps of Steve Jobs and bringing innovations that would change the world?
We must paint only what is important to us and must not respond to outside demands. They do not know what they want or what we have to give.
With his immense insight, I wonder how he sees the world in front of him.
We are in position to support those who don't have anything. Jack Dorsey.